Hello, everyone. Welcome to Day Drinking. I came up with a new idea. I'm working on the process. Well, figure it as we fucking goes. As soon as I mute my damn, my YouTube thing came up. Actually muted for once. Fuck. Maybe they fixed their algorithm. But anyway, folks, for those of you who don't know who watch this, I had a hell of a time the last 2 weeks. I've been dealing with allergies. I've been dealing with whatever the hell else I had, and I haven't slept. I've had the worst kind of sinus pain you can imagine. And for the first time in 2 weeks, I got to do what I was planning 2 weeks ago. I got to start working on my den, my bedroom, kind of finally getting this thing set up to where it's finally going to be a little nice little geek domain. Oh, it was so awesome. I'm like, dude, you know the term, natural high?
Hmm.
Yeah, I did. Maybe like I was tired like one time when I took a break, and then I was tired after I finally got the like last bit of Star Wars books in the bookshelf. But I was just like, after a little while, my wife was like, "Are you hungry?" I'm like, "No, I'm not really hungry right now." And then I was like, I was tired, and then it just all of a sudden I was just like that euphoria hit me again. And I was just like, man, I feel good. I feel wired. And I haven't felt like that in a long time. So kind of want to share it. I
Good.
don't haven't felt that way in a while, man. You know what it's like? You feel good, you want to kind of let the energy out for everybody else. Kind of maybe give some of that away.
Hmm.
So, most important topic. How are the wedding plans going?
They're good. We have a date, a tentative date, and um, my dad and I are looking at maybe flying in together because he actually wants to visit the East Coast too, but his reasons were originally for he just wants to see DC and Virginia, some of the battlefields and stuff like that. Um, and but now like there's also going to be a wedding, so
Yeah.
um, yeah. Alicia has most of the plans planned out. So
Where's she
she
at? Why isn't she up here?
uh, I'm not sure what she's doing right now. I think she's probably busy. I was going through because I'm going to be moving soon. I was going through like stuff that I have, seeing what I want to keep
Are
and
you
whatnot.
moving to the place for? So you guys are moving into a place just for the two of you, right?
Right, because where I live right now, I have
Yeah,
it's
you
it's
have
it's like a
roommates.
dorm.
I know.
It's like a dorm situation,
Yes, I
and
know.
yeah. So um,
Dude, we've known each other a while. I've seen the backdrop. I know where you live.
right.
Well,
So
yeah. Anyway, yeah. I just hadn't asked you. I hadn't thought about asking you. I knew she was moving. I knew that was a big move. I totally forgot. Oh shit! You got to move too.
yeah, yeah, because
That would be
there's
awkward.
not enough space. Yeah.
I don't
So
think there's enough ability to put up with bullshit.
nah. So
Look,
um,
when you got a bunch of single people together, it's one thing. When somebody becomes a couple and they go in there, you and I both know that's just not a movie cliche.
right,
Shit's gonna go wrong because somewhere along the line, that argument's gonna happen between them. Are like, take it the fuck somewhere else. You
right.
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's also the fact that one of my roommates is um one of my roommates is autistic and likes to make a lot of noises sometimes, and I
Okay,
don't think she'd like that.
Alicia not liking it. No, I can't imagine that.
Yeah, yeah. So, um,
I'm
nothing,
gonna
nothing,
say this,
nothing
I
against the.
love I love her to death, but her tolerance for certain things is very low.
I mean, like it's the same thing for me too as with this guy. Not nothing against the guy. It's just You know,
Look, it's not the guy, it's not her. It's just the mixture doesn't work. It's the
right?
oil and water.
It's the situation.
Yes, exactly. Plus, you two are together. You're gonna. Why would you want to share that with everybody else?
Exactly.
Come on, man. This is what, your second rodeo?
Yeah, this would be my second rodeo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, enjoy it. Fuck, man. I'm rooting for you guys. You guys screw it up. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna tell you what I told my buddy Mikey and Squeaker back when I was in the Marine Corps. You guys screw this up after all the effort I put into it. I'm gonna kick both your asses. Not that I had anything to do with the two of you, but you get my point.
No, I
I've
get
been
it. I get
very
it.
supportive. Yeah,
I
but
get
yeah.
it.
Hey, when
So,
did you get when did you get some t-shirts printed?
oh, you noticed I got a.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Actually, here,
Promote that shit, buddy. Promote that
it's
shit.
it says Mother Flunka. It's Mother Flunka is actually the name of my very first album that came out in 1999.
1999, I was in boot camp, MCT, 29 Palms, Camp Lejeune.
I was in high school, 11th grade.
Well, you weren't far behind me, man. I'd only been out of I'd only been out of high school a year because I graduated a semester early. And trust me, it had nothing to do with my smarts, except for the fucking fact, Alicia, get your ass up here. Come on, girl. I know you got the link. Come on up, Alicia. We're just shooting the shit. It's all fun. Fun and games. Until somebody gets drunk. Okay. 2 minutes and counting. T-minus. Check. Okay, anyway. All joking aside.
So I picked up something I've really wanted today. I heard that they came out,
Awesome.
and I just happened to see one at my shop today.
The Last Ronin. I'm not familiar with that. You'll have to
It's
explain it.
it's okay. So it's a Ninja Turtle figure. It's what it is it's actually based off of this book. It's a series of comic books. It's
Yeah,
five.
I'm familiar with. I've never read it, but I am familiar with The Last Ronin. But I saw the Ninja Turtle thing, and I didn't catch the
Oh,
comparison. I'm sorry.
okay. So
You gotta
yeah.
understand, manga ain't my forte. Not my forte. Just
Well,
it is what it is.
this isn't. Yeah, this isn't really a manga, but now what it is the original two people who created the Ninja Turtles.
Eastman and Lad.
Yeah, they came together one more time, and they came up with this final story of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Really?
Yeah, and in the story, all of the turtle in the beginning of the story, all of the turtles are gone except for one, and that one is going after the grandson of the Shredder for revenge. That's basically the plot.
Hmm.
Um, but
Well, and for those of you who don't know, who watch this later, the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic is not like the 86 original cartoon and everything that came out afterwards. The closest thing to that would have been, I'd say, the TMNT movies back in when they first came out.
well, that was a combination. I think that the '90s movies were a combination of the two. Like they took some of the darker parts of the comic, but then they kept like a lot of the lighter stuff, like the pizza and the colored arm
Yeah,
headbands and stuff like that. Um, they made them more like the cartoon personality wise.
yeah,
Um, yeah, so it was like a
yeah.
mixture.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I've never read their. I knew them. I knew their names, but I've never read it because I'm gonna be completely honest. My childhood is the cartoon.
Right.
That was my childhood, and there's a reason why that holds such a hard place in my heart because when it first came out, my father worked at a TV station, the local TV station in Jacksonville, Florida, called
Okay.
Channel 47 WAWS. And back in the around the 80s time, I don't know what they were doing. They were doing these kind of promotion things like Rambo and all these things. There'd be like 5, 6 episodes, and then you never see any of it again. Well, when it came to this, it was brand new, and my dad said, "Hey, you're going to see something new on the TV." And he was the one who was loading it in the TV.
Nice.
So my first experience with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was my dad putting it in the VCR at the studio for everyone to see. And yes, I went and bragged about it at school. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right. I have an animation cell of Raphael from that show.
Yes, you showed me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you showed pictures of it.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that one. But yeah, no, I also have
You should be.
the cartoons myself. But like
I've
as
showed
much
you. Yeah, I've showed you
as
mine.
much as I love
Right?
the cartoons, that movie though, that was something else. Uh,
I
I had this huge like, how did they make the mouths move? That was my big thing. Like, how
I
did they make the mouths
know. I said the same thing. Also, those heavy ass suits and how they moved. Okay, you know when people would say, "Oh, look how graceful they looked in the updated movies." Okay, bitch, that was CGI. These
That
people
was, yeah.
worked,
Yeah, that
and
was.
that sucked. Oh,
I mean, I mean,
here's your fiance.
I mean, there was some mocap there, but yeah, that was CG.
Yeah,
Hello.
Alicia. Hey, Vic. Pie. What's up, girl?
Hello. Hey guys.
So, Alicia, the reason why I put this up, I just put an open out there.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen about I've had a really rough 2 weeks. I had plans that got put on hold for 2 weeks because of that. And I finally got
Mm-hmm.
to work on the room. Finally got to start decorating, getting the den and the bedroom and everything all, set up. And I spent most of the day on it. And I just had this euphoric high, like, God damn, I accomplished something for the first time in like forever. And I was
Right.
like, I wanted to, I got that natural high. I'm working on regular highs. But
Mm-hmm.
screw it. Nobody else is on. Might as well fire up a stream.
Sure. I get that.
So Jack says you're the one doing all the wedding plan details. Like, no shit, Shirley. It's like, okay, Jack, she's the one working on the details. I will take no shit Sherlock for 100, Alex. Geeky or Bubba, no problem, buddy. No problem. You have a fun time, man.
Renaissance.
OKC Renaissance Festival.
I've always wanted to go to a Renaissance fair and look
Yeah.
for
Same.
people in Star Trek uniforms. And I would be wearing like some sort of Renaissance shit, right? And then I would pull the guy.
Hey, don't respect that, man.
Fanboys, my friends.
No. That's a cosplay thing. You don't go crossing the streams like that. No,
No,
that is
hold on.
very disrespectful.
Hold on. So I'll find one of them. I'll take them aside, wearing my Renaissance shit, and I'll open up my thing to show a Star Trek communicator badge. He'll be like, "You're supposed to be hiding. What's wrong with you?"
We're on a secret mission. You're not supposed to tell anyone.
Actually,
Remember the Prime Directive?
Yes.
Actually, Geeker or Bubba, DM me about that because I'm going to be honest. Muskogee is actually somewhere I've always wanted to see. And I mean, I'm dead serious. So yeah, if you DM me about that so I don't forget. But yeah, Muskogee. I always thought that sounded so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't heard that one in forever.
True.
So Alicia, what are we looking at here? What is the timeline estimation? And the reason why I'm asking is because after what we talked about,
Mm-hmm.
there is a good possibility. Sorry, the
Mm-hmm.
dry weather. Dude, I got the humidifiers going, but there's only so much they can do.
Of course.
With enough advance notice, Rachel and I could definitely fly out, and I'm fairly certain my father-in-law will watch the kids, and they're old enough to take care of themselves. It's not like, I mean, okay, they're 15 and 12 for God's sakes.
Right.
Yeah. So I need you to coordinate with me on that so I can, make sure to plan it. And because guys, yeah, I'll watch it via video, but if we can be there if we can be there seated, that would really be nice. I'd love that personally.
Sure. No problem.
Oh, we got the other drunk.
Well, you dropped the link.
Sergeant First Class.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey.
If we're doing 20-year-old jokes, we might as well do them fun, right?
Might as well. All right. Trick question. Oh, not a trick question. Sorry. Mr. CCDV, what are 2 things I'm excited about over this next week? What are 2 events coming up?
Well, the movie is already out.
No,
so
come on. Think what we have in common.
This coming Friday?
No. I'm not talking about movies, silly.
No. November 11th. November 11th at 11 o'clock. 11. That's what I'm talking about.
Actually, that's a good point. Oh, hey, crazy thing, guys. I saw something when I was going through Twitter. One of our guys. Do you know? Okay, so all 3 of my kids are Gen Zs. I'm a Gen X, so I have no millennials. My daughter is raising the current generation, along with my sister-in-law, who's raising her 2 kids. And their current generation is called the Alpha generation. And I'm like,
why? Why Alpha? I'm confused.
I'm like, they better teach them to be alphas.
There are more Zulus than alphas.
I was like, well, I did not know that.
I'm trying to figure out why this current generation is called Gen Z.
Because there's Zulus.
We missed, because there was a Gen X, I get that, and then we missed the Ys. I think those are millennials, and then Zs.
All right, let's put it this way. What is the reason for this? Okay, let's go all the way back to where the generations where the seams of genealogy start. We had the silent generation. There was a reason they were called that. Then we had the greatest generation. World War II, yeah, I think they earned that title.
Sure.
The next generation, boomers. Gee, I wonder why. Bunch of horny men come back home, bunch of horny women waiting around.
Shocking.
Yeah. Gen X. Gen X. Gen X, I don't know why they came up with Gen X for us. And then they went millennial because they were going to be close to the millennium. Gen Z, I guess because they wanted to make us feel better, like we cared. But I don't know who came up with the idea of Gen Alpha. Because I'm like, okay, they better be alpha women. They better be alpha women and alpha men.
Absolute alphas.
So I just Googled millennials, and on Wikipedia, it is also known as Gen Y, apparently, following the Gen X and preceding Gen Z.
Yeah, my son says
that might be why it's alpha. Oh, I got it.
my son does say
I remember. Oh, no, guys, hold on a second. I actually do remember millennials being called Gen Y early on. It was like there was that little bit Gen Y millennials won out. So yes. So you get to Z, you go to the alpha, the beginning of
Generation Alpha, early 2010s, mid 2020s. Wow, they really did go that far. Oh, the first generation is called the Lost Generation. I see.
Oh, I thought they were the first generation. I thought they were on the silent.
Yeah, so Lost Generation is from 1883 to 1900.
Oh, that's one I haven't heard of.
Yeah.
That's why they're lost.
Oh, I wonder if it has to do with records and stuff.
And then
records weren't.
And then the Silent Generation was 1901 to 1927.
Makes sense.
The Greatest Generation was 1928 to 1945. Baby Boomers 1946 to 1964. So my dad is barely a baby boomer because he was born in my dad was born in 52, not 62. Never mind. So my dad is a baby boomer.
Yeah, my dad's a boomer too. My dad was born in 63. My mom's a boomer too because she was born in 63.
And Generation X is 1965 to 1980.
Yep.
Millennials.
Oh, thank God you found the right one.
Millennials is 1981 to 1996, so I'm a millennial.
Same.
I didn't have any kids till 2000.
Gen Z is 1997 to 2012, so like my kids would be Gen Z. And then I guess Generation Alpha. I mean, if my kids have kids, I guess that's what they're going to be called.
Weird.
Damn.
So those are all and then any generation but beyond, before that, I would just say nobody knows. Ancient generations. Ancient generation, 1887.
Actually, if you think about it,
the BC era.
Well, actually, you think about it, Jack, that makes sense because what is ancient history? History that wasn't written. Before the art of writing, or the predecessor?
There was writing in Egypt, but
the hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics, pictographics. What I mean is, before, when they say ancient history, it's mostly meaning before recorded history, documented history.
Sure.
Let's use the word documented as the all-encompassing part.
Sure.
That should cover everything. So, Alicia?
Yes?
You got the dress all set up the way you want?
I already got my dress.
I know you got your dress. I said, I wonder, you got it all set up the way you want?
Not yet.
See, there's the key difference there.
I know that.
I've been married twice. I know how this works with you women. You buy the dress, but that doesn't mean the dress is the way you want it perfectly.
I know, but I gotta get it altered. Yes.
Okay. I still need to get my suit.
Yes, you do.
Okay. What kind of suit are you doing?
I'm going to the Men's Fashion Depot. price value selection, nobody even comes close. um,
Can I be honest? I'm just gonna before you tell me. Do you know what I really could see him walking, waiting for you down the aisle in?
What?
Okay, this may sound off the wall. But I could see him in a really nice zoot suit.
True, but he didn't pick that
Huh.
yet.
No.
Would
But
be
I mean,
cool.
just like it wouldn't be without. It's not within the realm of possibility. It could have been.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Go. Good. Just want to make sure I wasn't out of line there.
No, you're fine.
yeah, the last time I bought a suit for a special occasion, it was when I got to meet Apollo astronauts at a dinner.
Oh, whoa. Finish your
Huh?
thing and then finish what you're saying and then follow on with the whole you got to meet a whole shit ton of astronauts.
Okay, so she starts or I start?
No. You were talking about wedding stuff first and then you went to the whole astronaut thing. I want to
Oh.
hear about that too.
Okay.
I want you to finish that, what you guys are talking about, the wedding stuff. And then I want to hear about the astronaut story because you didn't tell me that one.
Okay.
I
Well,
haven't heard that one
what
yet.
else is there to say about the wedding at the moment? Let's see. We have a playlist. Trying to think what else. We're thinking about
Indoor, outdoor.
I think it's going to be at her church.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, but I think it'll be outdoors, but like at her church. She'll correct me whenever she comes back.
I know.
But
Well, I'm actually in the middle of editing my very first video ever, and I'm confused as hell. But I'm exporting it right now to the desktop, so hopefully it'll play. And I wouldn't mind if you guys wanted to look it over and see what you think. It's a cooking video. But
yeah, no problem. But I don't do. Yeah, I'll comment on it and I'll give you critique, but I don't do that in a public forum.
oh, right, we're live right now, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, man, you
My
want me to
bad.
look at it? Yeah, no. You want us to look at it? Fine, I'll look at it and I'll give you a fair critique, but not in a public forum. I don't know. Not my. Not here. Some things have to be. Some things I don't want to do that way.
Oh, I understand completely. Yeah, this is my first time editing a video. I mean, I've got a bunch of videos up, but other people have always edited them before me. So this is my first time actually.
If you want, I'm going to tell you this. If you're talking about the editing, Jack is the guy you need to talk to because Jack went to film school. Get with him, send it to him. He'll give you a fair critique because, man, this guy knows film shit. No,
Well,
I'm dead serious. Trust me. We've done enough of it. Go back. If you ever go back and watch our history of films together, this man knows about film. He went to school for it, and he's backed it up every single time. So don't worry about my opinion. Go to the expert. Sorry, Jack. I hate to put you on the spot like that, but I got to defer to the expert, man.
Oh,
Jack,
Natty Daddy. That's what I'm talking about.
what's that?
Natty Daddy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Jack, have you seen this movie, The Gray Man, with Ryan Gosling?
No, I haven't seen it yet. No, but they had a thing at Comic-Con where they had like a train crash into a building, like a set of one, and then you had to run around it while smoke went and noises went around. But
yeah, I've gotten about an hour into it a few days ago. Would you like to hear my thoughts?
Sure. And then I could tell you what I think of Clerks 3.
Okay. Here's my thoughts. Boom! That didn't work. Give me the fucking shotgun. Silent slug. Fuck the scat. No, dude. I don't know what the hell people thought was so good about this movie. I couldn't finish it.
Okay.
Okay, let me put it this way. I'm not a big critic when I'm partaking in, the other delights.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm like annoyed as shit and I'm pointing at a whole bunch of shit and I'm like, you're killing my buzz. You get where I'm going here? Dude, it is such a fucking cliche, which really sucks because it had very good actors in it. But oh, Jesus Christ, it is so lame. CIA guy goes to recruit criminals to work for the CIA for black ops shit. I was like, oh my God.
Isn't that Suicide Squad?
Yeah, pretty much.
No. Come on, man. We've had plenty more things before that. So they create a secret black ops organization, yada, yada, yada. Guy gets burned. That's Ryan Gosling. That's where things go. Oh, God. I was so... And you know what? I felt bad because I thought the only one really putting forth any effort in the movie for the hour I watched it was actually Ryan Gosling. I actually thought he was taking this seriously. Whereas Chris Evans, who is so over-the-top villain,
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
like they said, be over the top, and it's like, okay, not
Is
over
this
the
the one
top.
where they
not
gave him the mustache?
Scary over
Yeah,
the top.
I'm wondering if he's thinking I can get away from my Captain America persona by doing this stupid shit.
And
Oh
putting
God,
on a
he's
mustache.
got okay.
Wow.
Okay,
You see,
I don't
it's
know
Mirror
why.
Universe Chris Evans because he got the.
No.
Yeah.
The whole point. Okay, let me tell you something. As a guy who has facial hair like Jack does and everything, let me tell you something about the whole mustache thing. That whole thing, the whole point of it is to let us know in those particular aspects that motherfucker's an asshole. Because you don't look at Tom Selleck and say, that's an asshole. You look at Tom Selleck and say, that's a man.
Like,
Because
the way he sports
men know mustaches.
it's the way he sports it. I think.
Yes.
Like if it was
Mhm.
if it was groomed a different way, he would probably look pretty, like.
But
Like a
it's
good guy.
all about if you're gonna it's the whole thing. If you're gonna grow facial hair, CCTV.
Yes.
Staff Sergeant First Class, Technical Sergeant,
I know,
requisition for
not
you to
quite
show
groomed,
it.
but
Do you see this? Do you see this beautiful thing there?
Nice.
Now you should see it
An
when
evil
it's fully
Luigi.
done. This man knows how to do it properly.
yeah, I haven't got the wax out, but
Yes, but he's got the twist down to a science. The point is, if you're going to do facial hair, there's only two ways to do it. It either looks good or it looks like you're a fucking villain. And we all know the villain by the facial hair. I mean, you give us clean shaven, we'll miss it. Give us the facial hair, we're like, villain. Good guy, innocent. I'm telling you that I'm going to have to check on that. I'm going to definitely have to check on that. But yeah, Chris Evans has got this stupid, fugly mustache. I'm going to say it. He's got this Henry Cavill mustache.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Give you a visual there. And
Yeah.
he is just so over the top as a bad guy. He just acts like he doesn't care and he's not held accountable. Well, the problem is, no, he's not. Everybody just lets him get away there. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, anybody has... Oh.
Lost her.
Oh, so let me check the private. She's switching browsers.
Okay, she'll be back.
Okay. But I mean, it's like there's no consequences to anything this guy does because, well, all the other people with guns are like afraid of him. I'm like, wait a minute. Only one of you needs to put a bullet in this guy, and this is all over.
Yeah, but instead they use knockout pills or whatever.
No,
Or
I don't
yeah,
know.
the
No.
darts.
They stayed loyal. I never got that far. So it was just like the whole thing was like literally there was a scene. I was like, okay, my suspense of disbelief has gone so far off the rails. I can't even care about how this movie ends. Chris Evans, there's something that happens, and he's like, they find out where Ryan Gosling's character is, and he's like, we're going over here to the pilot. He goes, we can't do that. We haven't filed a flight plan. Declare an emergency. We don't have one. So he shoots the pilot in the ass and says to the co-pilot to declare an emergency. And yet somehow they land in Prague and they just drive off with no issue with explaining how their pilot, their captain, got a bullet in his ass.
Right.
And that was the point I shut the fucking thing off.
Yeah, I could see why you would do that.
Because I was like, yeah. I was like, no. I was like, I'm done. I don't care what happens. There were certain points that were trying to keep me intrigued. It's almost like the absurdities were almost tempered by, okay, Ryan Gosling's character and what he was doing was actually the fun part of it. I was actually engaged in that, but then everything else just was like, oh, you're killing me. And they're like, oh, Ryan Gosling. Oh, fuck me. Oh, Ryan Gosling. And then it was finally like, okay, sorry, I've already fell for this enough times. I had to quit. I mean, I don't rant that much about movies like that, but actually, the last time I ranted about a movie that bad was Jarhead when guys in the Air Force asked me to watch it, and then the next day asked me to rate it. Let's just say that was a very long hour for them.
I'm sure it was.
And it was not a good hour. I was like, guys, don't ever recommend a Marine movie to me again. I didn't say that, but you know, I think they got the hint because they never asked. It's like recommending. Oh,
There's a channel you can watch called Vet TV.
Yeah,
and that's a lot more accurate to military life than anything you see on Hollywood screens. Vet TV is hilarious. I love it.
Yeah, but the problem is, I think Vet TV lets them know a little too much about our life.
No, fair enough. Not many people know about it other than vets, though.
Oh, I love this. I shared this on Twitter. I don't know if you saw it, but actually, let me pull this up. Let me see if I can find it. I don't have Twitter up right now. Thank God I actually have some sanity. Okay, guys, while I'm looking this up, I'm going to mute, go blind, talk amongst yourselves, lovebird.
Okay. Well, as I said before, I met a bunch of Apollo astronauts.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. This was it 2016, 2013? I can't remember exactly the year.
You said 2014?
Yeah, maybe like 15. Yeah, actually it was 15. It was 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was part of this was a member of the my local Air and Space Museum's membership. You know, you pay a fee and you get to go into the museum for free, and you get discounts on the stuff,
Hmm.
the gift shop and all that. But they also invite you to whenever they have a special event, they'll
Hmm.
invite you to the special event. You still have to pay, but but like, you know, if you want to go, you still have to pay. But you know, you get to go to this event, and these are like the smoothie events.
Yes, the
Um,
smooth.
Oh, the meet and greet kind of thing.
the ones where, yeah, the ones where like the first hour, it's like you got high profile people like rubbing elbows with each other, kind of thing.
Hmm.
And I'm not that type of person. So I'm sitting here. So I'm, you know, for the first hour, I'm, you know, I've got, you know, they got like an open bar and free food and stuff like that. So I got my food and my drink, and I'm sitting on a couch that they installed that day for that event, and I'm watching like the chief of police and I think one of the city council members or whatever just chatting it up, and I'm sitting here like I so don't belong. And then my attention was taken away by this woman who was playing the harp. Like it was a woman playing the harp.
I've
Okay.
seen that kind of thing. Yeah.
And she was, I mean, she was playing it well. She knew how to play and everything. I was just kind of, I'd never seen that before. Like an actual woman playing the harp live. So I was just staring at her. Right. And then the door, you know, for maybe after like 5 minutes, and that's not creepily, just like, wow, that's pretty cool. But, but, the door opens behind her, and here comes these you know, Apollo people, these people from the Apollo era, um, that I got to meet. The event was actually the 45th anniversary of Apollo 13.
Oh,
The
nice.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was
Right
the
on.
45th
That's
anniversary of that.
awesome.
Yeah, and so you you had the people who were in Apollo 13 that were there, except for the one I think Swagert's passed since, but you had James Lovell and you had Fred Hayes. James Lovell will go on to do or um, or James Lovell was like the commander of that mission,
Hmm.
and Fred Hayes, who was also there, was also part of Apollo. No, I'm sorry. Will Anders is actually from Apollo 8, but Fred Hayes was also there, and I got a picture with him. I got a picture with Gene Kranz, who isn't technically an astronaut. He was the mission control guy for Apollo 11 and Apollo 13. Um, so for both of those missions, he was the main flight director. So when they would be like, Houston, we have a problem, he was
Hmm.
Houston.
He
Um,
was the Ed Harris character.
if you watch the movie, he was Ed Harris. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, and I also got to meet Bill Anders, and he was
Does that
he,
sound familiar?
he was on Apollo 8, and he took my favorite picture ever, which was Earthrise. So if you remember the picture of the Earth rising from the moon, um, he took that picture, and I got to take a picture with him.
Nice. Nice.
Um, yeah. So those were some of the people I met.
That's
Uh,
awesome, man.
yeah, and
Hey,
like
man, you
Fred
know, I
Hayes.
tell
Fred
anyone,
Hayes was also he was also one of the people who walked on the moon. And the last person I got to meet was Charlie Duke. Charlie Duke was in Apollo 17, and he was the last person on the moon. I got to meet the last
that,
person
you
on the
know,
moon.
I was wondering if that's who that was.
Yeah, and he's since passed away a couple of years ago, but I still have that picture of him somewhere.
Well, he's the, well, Somebody's got to be the first. Somebody's got to be the last.
Well, he's not the last. I mean, he's only the last for now.
He's only the last as of now.
As of now,
Yeah. You're only the guy with the highest score until somebody takes it away.
And even he believed that like someday we'll go back to the movie. He's not. He says he's not the last person to be.
No, he's most likely right. So this was something I don't know. This is from my buddy from the Marine Corps. That is not my buddy from the Marine Corps. This is just from his TikTok account. He hit me up with. He's still a good buddy, and it's so true. And since 3 of us have been in the service, I think you'll all appreciate this.
Okay.
Can you all hear?
No, can you bump the volume?
Oh, damn. What the fuck?
Is this one of those? Oh no, that's a TikTok.
Different strengths, like the Air Force,
better.
The Army constantly
Yeah.
some Marines don't know how to
Yes.
tie the boots in the Navy. Fabulous! You reached out with that. How can I be of service? Good evening, sir. Pardon me? You openly mocked a military member using a slurred derogatory term for the branch in front of someone from a different branch, and you just now woke up. Yeah, I can't really argue with that interaction, sir. That is not advisable. Well, we're like a dysfunctional family. We can talk shit about each other, but God help the person that says the same thing about them first.
Right, just like a family. Yeah.
That's a big major football you don't do.
No, sir. I can send by some approved jokes, but at this point, I would recommend avoidance. Yes, sir. I wish you a speedy healing process with hopefully no permanent damage. Of course. As needed. Yeah, no one gets to talk about my bullet sponges like that. We all have different strengths. Like the Air Force is bougie, the Army constantly competes in the Marines don't know how to tie the boots in the Navy.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Of the 3 of us who've been in, raise your hand if that is 100% true.
I know that's true because of JROTC, so I know that for a
Yeah,
fact.
I know. See, we can talk shit about each other. By the way, that courtesy of extending it, I think goes to spouses and immediate family.
Sure.
Yes.
Definitely.
So we can agree on that part. Spouses and immediate family.
What the?
Because they put up with the same shit.
Sorry about that.
Because let me rephrase that. Spouses and children, ex-spouses, I think all get parents no, grandkids no, nobody else. Spouses and kids, some of them had to put up with a different level of shit while we were dealing with another level of shit. So they get a little bit of a pass. But any civvies that, yeah. Civvies right, yeah, I saw that. My buddy Bob Klingy, who I served the Marine Corps with, who I still get to hang out with, still get to talk to sometimes. I haven't hanged out with him in 20-something fucking years. But, yeah, it's just so funny. You know, that's the thing. That's why we can make the jokes, because we got that, that bond there. It's like, yeah, we can do it. You cannot.
You can't do it. Yeah.
Our words.
It's like being a guest. It's like being a guest in an American Legion and then trying to make the same jokes that the vets sitting around are making. You can't do that.
Yeah, saying nerf her. You can't say.
Oh, damn. But boom, mic drop. No, but it's so true, isn't it, guys? And Alicia, I know you know military stuff, and then you know military and everything, and I'm not trying to exclude you.
Of course, I have a very strong military background. Very strong.
Yes, I know you do. It's just interesting how, you hear other people being sensitive about things, and they're like, "Oh, that's ours. That's ours." Is like, wait, what'd you say about that sailor? Wait, he was in the barrel last Friday. You know about it? What? What? What'd you call him? Whoa, wait. Okay. Hey, Johnny! Call the bartender, send 911. We gotta get an ambulance. I know, it's over the top, but yeah. I mean, we would beat the hell out of somebody else from another unit for fucking with our own people.
Mm-hmm. True.
God help us if we ever lose that.
Mm.
So, how many of you have seen dinosaurs recently?
No dinosaurs for me. No.
I saw some. I saw some dinosaurs.
Somebody
on
shared it with me.
on Halloween.
That's why I know.
Oh, I saw a dinosaur on Halloween.
No, but I saw animatronic dinosaurs.
That's pretty cool. Pretty
So
cool.
so they've had this tent in the parking lot of my local mall for like the last month, and I've been waiting to go. And when the tickets came out, like most of it was sold out, and I was like, ah, crap. But Halloween was open. Halloween at noon was open. So on Halloween, I went to Jurassic Park the exhibition,
All right.
and what it basically is like it's, as I said, it's a big ass tent. And like it's one of those. It's not a big top tent like a circus tent, but it's large, and it's got the Jurassic Park stuff all over it. And you go inside, and you take they take a picture with you, like a dinosaur behind you, or like a green screen or whatever. And then you go in, and they make it look like you're on a cruise, going to that island, that Isla Nublar, and then when you get out, the first thing you see is that Jurassic World sign, and you see the Brachiosaurus head, moving around, stuff like that, shit. But they had all the, they had that, they had the raptors. You got to see Blue. Blue was actually not animatronic. Blue was like a guy in a suit. I don't know if you've seen Camp Cretaceous, but they had Bumpy, which was like a little puppet, little baby puppet that they used. They had that in Dominus Rex, but you can only see its head, which was kind of disappointing. But then when they brought out the T-Rex, when they brought out Rexy, it was like a full-bodied, animatronic T-Rex, and like it walked, well, it either walked or it was like, moved across the, this area, and you, like, I got to take a real close video. If you go to my Twitter, it's my pinned post. It's Rexy, like, like me filming Rexy, and she's like right there, like roaring at me, and then that's it. So, but yeah, that was cool. And when I bought like this little booklet that, like, it basically shows you the tour. It was pretty cheap. It was only $32.
That's decent.
That's what the entrance looks like.
I can't speak for their reading because I can't read it, but the art looks nice.
It is nice. It's good quality. It reminds me of my script book.
Yeah, it's a good quality book. But yeah, so that's when you, like, that's the sign or whatever, and then when you open the doors, the first thing you see is that Brachiosaurus. And it's only like half of a brachiosaur, if you can tell, but still is pretty cool.
Yeah, just the neck and head.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
makes sense.
just FYI, we've been going 55 minutes. No one's watching other than us, so I'm gonna end the broadcast. But if we want to keep this going in the backstage,
Sure,
I'm
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
all right. Peace
All right.
out, buds.
Bye,
I'm
everybody
spitting
who
what
watch
says
later.
that you
Bye.
fly all
Adios.
over.
You should have watched us live.